Hello, in this video we will discuss about the honeybee bite and their basically venom we will discuss in this video. So let's begin to understand. Here is the honeybee, which that contain abdomen which contain a sting like structure is known as penetration into the skin. So the melatonin is the main and most toxic compound in bee venom, constitute 50 constitution of 50 to 60% of the whole venom, 85%, but pain due to direct and indirect action on primary nociceptor cell in the skin. So let's understand. On the other hand, the honeybee venom can inhibit the fungal growth in our body, virus and bacteria. So thanks from honeybee venom. While on the other hand, the stimulation also due to the stimulation of the immune cell, dendritic cell, macrophage, mast cell to produce the inflammatory cytokines, tumor necrotic factor alpha, interleukin 6 and interferon gamma, which that is the inflammatory cytokines released to produce inflammation, and this inflammation can be lethal or normal. So let's begin to understand. Here is the honey bee which that will bite through their abdomen injection. This injection will go into the skin, and after go the melatonin is basically we are focusing on the melatonin. This melatonin will enter. So here is the epidermis, dermis and hypodermis of the skin. So this sensing pain through nociceptors and this blood vessel. So in this way, when release the venom, the melatonin will bind also with the mast cell, and also the cell lysis will be occur. So the cell lysis is due to the plasma membrane will be a breakdown due to this function. So here is the mast cell activation. Mast cell is basically degranules formation will produce the cytokines and the inflammatory mediators like histamine, as well as vasodilation of the blood vessel to decrease the blood pressure. While on the other hand, here let's begin to understand the cell lysis process through melatonin. So melatonin will trigger the activating the phospholipase A2. This phospholipase A2 enzyme extracellularly to move, and in this way the phospholipase A2 which that will be break down the plasma membrane bilayer of phospholipid, and in this way here is the intracellular matrix, and in this way the inflammation will recruit the immune cell for the confirmation and the clearance of the inflammation. So anyhow, let's begin to understand the mast cell. So the mast cell degranulation. So important note that venom contain also the formic acid which can be react with base injection to make salt, and salt will excrete from the urination. So here you can see this is the mast cell. Mast cell contain Fc receptor will bind with the Fc portion of the immunoglobulin IgE antibody specific to B venom allergen. So the B venom is the allergen as a allergen. So the cross link combined together to degranulation of the mast cell. After the degranulation, the B venom encounters mast cell within tissue. So that is why the B venom encounters mast cells within the tissue and release the histamine and inflammatory mediators, histamine and other nitric oxide, which that is released and to lead to vasodilation. After the vasodilation, the basophil cell also function like these to release the peptides protein for vasodilation and inflammation. So the cross-linking triggered release of various biologically active substances. So remember. So on the other hand, these histamine are present in the blood circulatory system when the venom will spread. So the spreading of venom will increase the histamine production through degranulation of the mast cell more. So in this way, it will target the different organs. For example, let's begin to understand the manifestation of systemic anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis means the allergic reaction, which that will be lethal. So in this way, here is the lips, tongue, throat can swell, making breathe, swallow difficult, even dysfunction if lethal. So the cramps, vomit, diarrhea may arise from contraction of muscle of gastrointestinal tract. So the histamine will work in this manner. On the other hand, the respiratory system, the smooth muscle contract to lower airways lead to asthma-like symptom. While the heart rate basically is the irregular heartbeat or attack can be caused due to blood pressure lower. So, on the effect on the brain, the dizziness, seizures, loss of consciousness, drop of blood pressure due to dilation of blood pressure, dilation of a blood vessel, lead to cause the blood pressure low. So this blood pressure low will lead to cause the heart attack also. So remember, on the other hand, the skin may redness or rashes will appear. So remember one more important thing: the more than 5 honeybees when in bite same time, so it can cause the lethal phase, while the one honeybee will not more dangerous. So this is the reaction is toxic and allergic. So the toxic reaction is the current therapy we will discuss. So the therapeutic agent is the adrenaline, antihistamine, alkaline diuretics, uh, cardiorespiratory support, and dialysis, diuretics, glucocorticoids, and hydration and stinger removal. While on the other hand, the anti-venom research, which that is the IgA anti-venom produced in rabbits, and FAB2 anti-venom produced in horse, which that is the anti-venom research. While the current therapy can be used for the clearance of the side effect and symptom. So in this way, here is the allergic is basically local therapy, which that is antihistamine, again an anti-inflammatories, topical corticosteroid, while the systemic therapy use the adrenaline, antihistamine, cardiorespiratory support, same again, and venom immunotherapy and stinged removal. So this therapy use and inject the injection will lead to cause the will lead to clear that honeybee bite is the more dangerous. So important note again, I am saying that the honeybee one bite of honeybee the individual will not cause these symptoms and these problems, but more than 6 honeybee when bite will lead to cause this problem. So that is the honeybee bite and their venom interaction in the body physiology. So thanks for watching.